What's going on, guys? I'm Nero, and today I'm going to present towards you all a Centurion list that I cooked up post Infinite Forbidden. It's probably not optimal. I will cook up on the list. Furthermore, down we will play test it more. And today I want to showcase towards you all a combo NIBIRU proof without Calamity that we can do after Infinite Forbidden is out, utilizing the newly added Link monster Top Hat Hair and the continuous trap mechanic that, funnily enough, Centurion somehow abuses by itself because their monsters are regarded as traps, and our list is pretty standard, many hand traps and engine stuff, and also using, as you can see, the search targets for the head hair, both that are going to be showcased in the combo. If you're interested in more videos like that, I'm currently cooking on a Whitewood Centurion list that I will probably showcase in this week or so. So stay tuned for that, especially for more Whitewoods combos, because this deck looks really good and I'm playtesting on it. So here we are. This is the one card combo that we do with the deck. The deck is notorious for its one card combos and one Nibiru that our opponent will use. So just right there, we start with activating Stand Up Centurion, pitching a card, and adding Trudear into the board state, using Trudear's effect to special itself and activate its effect to add it back with Primera. We special out Primera to use her effect to add a card. In this case, we use Wake Up Centurion. This is our new extender that we use. We summon a token with level 8 to summon further into Centurion Auxilla, which searches us a new monster. Centurion Atri is our normal summon, because funnily enough we didn't normal summon yet. We used the effect, grave effect of Wake Up Centurion to add Phalanx into the grave. We're utilizing the effect in the grave to special summon a synchro monster back. So now we are into Nibiru range, and we are not really worried, because if our opponent Nibirus us now, the Atri was our 5th summon, we still get the revive with Phalanx, and we have two Centurion continuous traps in the end phase because of Auxilla. Therefore we still can go into Crimson Dragon. So we just imagine that our opponent goes into Top Hat Hair, because I want to showcase to you its combo, and our opponent launches Nibiru on that. Therefore the Nibiru hits, but the effect of Top Hat Hair still resolves, adding ourselves a continuous trap which has the effect to special summon itself as a monster. And we use an Phovis, a retrain of a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which has the effect to special summon itself and negate effects of phase-up monsters up to the number of continuous traps that we control, which funnily enough synergizes with our Centurion pile, because Trudear and as well as Primera are regarded as continuous traps when they're in the Spell Trap Zone. Therefore we got two imperms, if you want to call it that. So in the end phase, because we took the Nibiru, we are using the effect of Phalanx to summon Auxilla from graveyard back, and also the effect of Auxilla triggers to add back Primera from the graveyard into whole field. And then we pass up the turn, and it's still just a regular board. So again, if our opponent had Nibiru'd earlier, we would have lost the Top Hat Hair, but we still had the same board, obviously without the token, but it will still result into this stuff. So what we can do now is special summon Primera and Trudear and chain Apophis to it. So we got a chain link free, and we still get the negate of 2 monsters. In this case it's only Nibiru, but yeah, so we negate Nibiru and special summon our 2 monsters. And funnily enough, we because Apophis is a level 6 monster, we could have go into Baron if we had one, but now we can go into another level 12 monster, which is obviously Crimson Dragon. This is the usual line. We use Primera's effect to search up Faithful Centurion to follow up in the later turn, and then we use the effect of Crimson Dragon to summon up Cosmic Laser, and our opponent is able to hit us with a Nibiru again, but we can negate it. We have a double Nibiru proven board because of Cosmic Blazer. Obviously you also can summon King Calamity here, but it wouldn't be Nibiru proof. Again, you can summon this monster later after you use King Calamity, but Nibiru can still be used even though you used King Calamity. Yeah, this is how it ends. This is a double Nibiru proof combo, which we only are able to do with Stand Up Centurion. Obviously this was made of kind of a joke. The second Nibiru probably won't ever happen, but it's still a nice feature that this deck kinda has. So this was the list and the combo that we can do with this, and this is much much theory crafting, we can also use You Are Finished instead of Apophis. Funnily enough, because we are summoning and activating effects in our opponent's turn to summon up Crimson Dragon, this is counted towards the effect of You Are Finished. You Are Finished says if 2 or more card or effects were activated this turn, You're Finished gets special summoned, and if then an opponent activates a card or effect, while this card is summoned as a monster, we can destroy as many cards as the opponent controls, and then the cards gets reset. And because we use Primera, Trudea, the field spell in our opponent's turn, this gets to counted into the amount of turns that we are, the amount of effects that we are using. So we got one effect of Trudea and Primera to special summon, Primera's effect to search, we got the field spell that activates to synchro summon, and then we got Crimson Dragon's effect to tag out himself. And possibly King Calamity or the other synchro monster that we summon on top of the Crimson Dragon. So minimum 6 effects that we are using in our opponent's turn. Our opponent knows that we have a set You're Finished because we set it with Top Hat Hair. Therefore, he is aware that he only got like 4 to 5 effects able to activate. And this is bringing our opponent to a pretty bad spot, that he isn't allowed to do too much of a board or too much to commit into a board. This explicit combo was shown to you via a 1-card combo, but is this most certainly possible with 2-card combos at hand, but only with stand-up Centurion it is possible as a 1-card combo. If we start up with Emblem of Oath or Terraforming, obviously we also get to do the 1-card combo. If we start with Primera and Archery or Wake Up Centurion, we still can do the combo as shown, it just gets a bit different. There's also a second line how we can do this combo, slightly not optimal, but also going into the same result, but playing much more into Nibiru. When we start with Primera or with Trudea, the combo goes the same line, just a bit different at the start if we open up with Trudea. So again, this time we normal summon Primera, use the effect to add ourselves a stand-up Centurion, which we activate to resolve its effect, to add up Trudea into a spell and trap zone, special summon itself, use its effect again to add it to the spell and trap zone to summon up or Gargoyle second. This is more basic how the Centurion combo going into King Calamity is always looking like, and then we synchro summon into Auxilla. Auxilla effect adds our Wake Up Centurion, and because of Gargoyle we can now chain lock Auxilla because of Ash. Not that it would be really important because our opponent would probably Ash Primera, but it's still nice that it is able to, and we add up Gargoyle and Wake Up Centurion. It's not optimal to activate Wake Up Centurion here. If our opponent has Nibiru, we just wait with the Wake Up Centurion until our opponent activates Nibiru. This makes us play into Nibiru more and even then throws up our combo a little bit, but it's still something that we can do. So we activate, and it's important to summon the token as a level 8 monster. We use Gargoyle's effect to send Trudea into the graveyard, and as you can see, if our opponent then uses Nibiru to destroy everything, we would be screwed up in this situation. So therefore we should wait with our Wake Up Centurion until our opponent uses its Nibiru. We use Wake Up Centurion to get the trap into the graveyard, and then we summon Top Hat here again to set ourselves a copy of Apophis, the Swamp Deity, and our turn, and then we use the effect of Phalanx and summon up Auxilla, and using the effect of Auxilla again to add Primera into our spell and trap zone. And we are pretty much at the same setup, with the slight difference that we now have the token on our field, which would be destroyed by Nibiru, as I said plenty of times. Also a world where we could set the spell, but we then couldn't banish it from our graveyard to revive Auxilla, making ourselves a bit open. So there is slight differences that we can do. Obviously summoning out Gargoyle and going into Top Hat is more greedy, and you probably should go into the King Calamity line as long as we have it in the TCG. King Calamity is getting banned, that's probably the more or less better line that we have after Infinite Forbidden drops. So then we just use the effect of Primera and summon up the Swamp Deity, and then again we could have a chance to summon Barone if we had one. We just make again a Synchro 12 into Crimson Dragon, add ourselves a copy of Faith, and summon up Supernova Dragon, which is also pretty busted in this situation. Again, if King Calamity gets banned, we still have plenty of other monsters to summon as Cosmic Blazer and Supernova Dragon that are pretty busted, and therefore I'm not really worried about King Calamity getting banned, especially after Infinite Forbidden, when we get the top hat hair and Whitewoods. So those are the new combos that we get with Infinite Forbidden going onwards, and with the Link monster we get plenty of gimmick and spice into the deck, making it really fresh and renewed. And because of Apophis, I can't pronounce the name of the card properly, because it's level 6, we get access into level 10 Synchros, one of the most slapped on Synchro monsters right now, to be honest. Ruddy Rose Dragon is insane in this deck because we can summon up it in the opponent's turn. We can use Apophis effect to negate a monster that our opponent controls, and then with Primera and Apophis going into Ruddy Rose Dragon, banishing the whole graveyard of our opponent. Insane against Snake Eyes. The effect to then negate the destruction effect of the other card, making it viable against the Snake Eyes Fire King build, and also against other decks like Yubel, for instance, switching up into Black Rose Dragon. We have the space, therefore I play it. It's in my opinion the best Baronne replacement that we have currently. So yeah, that's currently the deck that I'm playing with, and I'm going to play onwards after Infinite Forbidden drops. I will probably fine-tune it. I really love to integrate the Horus engine into this deck again, but we simply don't have the space anymore. So, but I will definitely cook it up. Fenris seem a bit useless right now in this deck, but I will definitely look what we will do with this deck. And if you're wanting to see more of this deck, how I playtest it and playtest it with Whitewoods or with Whitewoods in general, I will building and crack up this deck to its maximum, bringing out the full potential that this deck hopefully has. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I see you again next time.